Hi there, thanks for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard. What a nice boxing style early rock and roll concert poster from the 50s here to show you. The Coasters in the state capital of Sacramento, California in 1959. Look at this, just a classic boxing style design, and made by Tillman Press out of Oakland, California. I've shown you a lot of Tillmans before. This one is just, I think it's just spot on. I think it's just absolutely great. You gotta love a lot of design elements. I mean, look at that cascading name by the Coasters, just like falling off like a waterfall. Isn't that nice? Then you have a really nice photo of the band there, and it shows them from head to toe, you know, which is kind of cool. With their tuxedos on, matching outfits and stuff. Just really, you know, classic 50s rock and roll. And then look at that right in the center. I mean, I don't need to tell you for once, right? I don't need to hype the band. There it says it right there on the poster, America's Greatest Singing Group for the third year, the Coasters. And you know something? The charts back up that claim. It's not just some managerial hype or booking agent wishful thinking. I'll tell you, in the years 1957, 58, and 59, the Coasters were just absolutely on fire. They had 6 very memorable top 10 pop hits, not R&B, but pop hits during those 3 years. Half a dozen that still get played a lot on oldies rock and roll radio and everything like that. So let's, and the poster shows 3 of the 6. Up here you have, under let's see how close we can get, the very well-known song Searchin', which was their biggest hit of 1957. And a matter of fact, it was the biggest R&B hit in the nation for the entire year of 1957. Number 1 R&B for the entire 12 months, Searchin' by the Coasters in 1957. Then underneath their name, the S there, you've got, move it in a little bit, Yakety Yak, see that? And that was their biggest hit of 1958. And as a matter of fact, their only number 1 pop hit. And let's, just for the fun of it, why not? Just hear it for a few seconds, okay? Why not?
Take out the papers and the trash.
You know that one.
Or you don't get no printing cash. If you don't stir that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak.
Don't go back.
Just finished cleaning.
Sure, what classic rock and roll, right, from the late 50s with Yakety Yak. So that's really nice. So you have their 2 biggest hits, their biggest hit of 57, biggest hit of 58, and then right there in the center of the poster, see that Charlie Brown? That was their biggest hit of 1959. So, wow, I mean, it's just so, you know, it's just such a nice, fortuitous choice of song titles to be on this Tillman poster. And, of course, the Coasters, you just heard a few seconds of it, were always known for their, what do you call it? They're like good-humored storytelling hits, if you will. And they were largely penned by Lieber and Stoller, the fantastic producing and songwriting team that were responsible for some of Elvis Presley's early success. So great pedigree there, for sure. Okay, at the bottom of the poster, we've got Ernie Freeman, although I have covered him before in one of my blogs. And he was just a very accomplished session man and band leader and everything that, he played piano on The Great Pretender by the Platters, and that all the way to like arranging strings for Simon and Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water album. And that's a really nice headshot of Ernie Freeman that adorns the poster, so that's pretty neat. So this is a tour blank, as most or many Tillmans were. Obviously that means this was all printed ahead of time. The color part and the venue information up top changed from city to city and date to date. And when I have a picture of another one, I often like to show it. Here's the exact same poster from 2 weeks later. You can see up there the venue information differs. I can almost hold this behind as a comparison from Klamath Falls, Oregon. So this was pretty much a Pacific Northwest swing. I guess you couldn't call Sacramento the Pacific Northwest, but a West Coast swing that Tillman did the posters for and used the tour blank. There's certainly this poster from many other cities up and down the West Coast of the United States, I'm sure. So there you have it, the Coasters. Boy, what can you say? Not only members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is prestigious enough in itself, but they were the very first group ever elected to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They came in 1987. In 1986, it was all singular names. You know, Fats Domino, Chuck Berry, Little Richard, no groups. And in 1987, the second year for inductees, all the other names were single names as well. Just like that, there was only one group that was like the Coasters to get in 87, and so they were the first. in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and then starting in '88 there'd be more groups inducted. So that's about as big a feather in your cap as you can get. So there you have it, the coasters from '59, great classic late '50s rock and roll, and just love the poster. You know, standard 14 by 22 inch cardboard telephone pole window card, and you know, The Real McCoy by Tillman Press out of Oakland. So beautiful poster. Thanks a lot for stopping by today. We'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.